What's up guys, it's Tim from Sports Go HD and I'm back with another episode of the San Marino Challenge Series, and today we got a domestic game against some random Italian team, as well as recapping of course how transfers have gone, how the San Marino Calcio club team has gone, how international fixtures have all gone. I mean, I've had a great day watching. I watched all day La Liga on Saturday. I watched Fulham Arsenal, then I watched on a live stream, then I watched Real Madrid Betis, then Barcelona Levante, then Valencia Malaga. A whole day of football, playing the San Marino Challenge whilst watching it. I did half a season all yesterday, and then I had a break, watched a bit of match of the day. You know, left the laptop to cool down, that sort of thing, because it was getting quite hot at this point. Obviously it was good weather on Saturday, and recorded the episode of the San Marino Challenge. I recorded this episode yesterday. So I recorded the episode and checked my battery because I thought it might be getting a little bit low now, and I had 25% battery. It was saying 40 minutes, to an hour left, minimum of 40 minutes battery left. So I thought, okay, go and get myself a cup of tea. Came back, laptop's turned off. Why is the laptop turned off? The laptop had died on me for no reason. It's dying slowly. I mean, you guys know from, I've said it in previous videos, it overheats. This thing is, but I've had it for 3 years now, so it should be dying pretty soon. So I'll be replacing it soon, hopefully. So I've had to, but I wasn't annoyed that it died. I expected to die. That's why I checked the battery. I expect that. What really annoyed me is I lost 4 hours of gameplay. I lost 4 hours. That really irritated me. It took me back to last time I saved it, because I've saved every 3 months, which I've now changed to every month. But I had it saved just because it takes too long to save and stuff. I find it irritates me. But in hindsight, every month is what I'm going to do. So it took me back to November, something like November time. So I've had to play November till now twice now, and it's been. And what really is annoying is the way that the first time original version went one way, and then the version this time has got exactly the same way. Nothing has changed. The league position hasn't changed. The results have barely changed. Our form, in terms of results, in terms of our form, in terms of when we've had good form, when we've had bad form, it really hasn't changed, which is a little bit odd. So yeah, but so I've had to do this twice now, so I'm a bit irritated with that. But we've signed 2 players. Well, I've not signed anybody in January, but I did sign this guy who's played a couple of bench appearances after his deal expired at Toulouse, I believe it was. After that little chat there, rant, not rant, I don't know what you want to call it, but after that, now we're going to get on with the episode. So yeah, signed him, and I signed this guy in back end of September. And really, the key thing for these guys is look at how many positions they can play. If we go back to Kakin, yeah, see, they can play loads of positions, so really nice to have on the bench. Financially, we're really screwed. Really bad. 1.26 million, and that's improved because the board keep making £350,000 investments all the time and stuff. So yeah, things are difficult financially, but so far, touch wood, we've not had to sell players or get rid of youth, because obviously I want to keep my youngsters and keep developing them. With regards to how the club team has done though, things, as you can see, would have been what, first game of the season against Treviso. See, things have gone really well. You see all this good, good form. Lots of green, not a lot of, consistent defeats. Okay, so a couple of defeats there. But generally, our form has been very consistent, which is complete opposite of what this league is like. This league is consistently inconsistent. Anybody can beat anybody. It's just that sort of division. I mean, I guess it's like what the Championship is in a way in real life in England. Anybody can beat anybody. It's so open. The league table means absolutely nothing. With regards to the league table, so I should say, we are currently sitting in second, and we were second in the original version of this video that I did. So nothing has changed. Maybe I could have kept that video and just said this is what happened, and then you guys would have been like, but the results are different. But well, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 goals are different. But no, we did it all again. So I sat for another 4 hours and played it all again. So yeah. 2 points behind Lecce, who are, I say anybody can beat anybody. They're the most difficult. We got a draw against them, didn't we? We drew, did we? 1-1. Yeah, 1-1 draw on TV. So yeah, we got a good result against them, but they are the best team, and that's because they were in Serie A, I do believe, last season. They've been relegated for some reason or another. So yeah, they're a very good team. But the rest of them, everybody can beat everybody. And tonight, I can't remember if I did mention it in the last video, but every single Italian division has got points deducted to teams. It's insane. I don't know what they're all for. I'm sure they've got a legit reason, so it's a bit odd. They seem to like deducting points. Probably a bit of an issue is our goals. We are 14 goals in terms of scored 4 goals behind Lecce, which is a little bit worrying, and all these other teams have got more goals than I have. So, I mean, we got a plus 10 goal difference. That's good, but it could be a little problem in the future. And also, it's really irritating. I'm not sure if we can catch Lecce. I mean, there's only 2 points in it, yeah, but as I say, they're a very good team. So, realistically, my objective is now just to make this playoff. And what's happening in the other division? Very tight again, you see, very tight. Those 3 teams are all very tight together. So again, it seems like lower league Italian football is very, very tight. What's happening with regards to City? I've not really been paying attention. I think Juventus are top. Yeah, Juventus are top by quite a way. It's not tight there at all. Yeah, it looks like Juventus are going to win the league, which is nice because they're affiliated to us. Yet more points deducted to different teams. Lazio, ridiculously low. Genoa, very low. I believe Genoa and Palermo are quite low in real life at the moment. Torino, wow. Bologna, Udinese. So again, Serie A seems to be quite, other than Juventus, everything else seems to be quite tight at the moment. Inter Milan have had a takeover. Local businessman with the world's most backroom staff, or board staff. Serie B, what's happening in Serie B if anyone's interested? Let's get a better look at it. Again, loads of points deducted to everybody. Bari sitting in bottom. It's interesting. Completely forgot international. What's happening international wise? Yeah, international things have gone completely different. You see, every game lost, which is to be expected. So, now on the face of it, sorry, I should say, on the face, let me just get comfortable in my chair. On the face of it, that suggests we are terrible and we've done awful. And you'd be probably quite right in saying that because we've lost every game. You know, it doesn't lie. But what the positive is we're scoring goals. 1 goal, 2 goals, okay, no goals, 1 goal, no goals, 2 goals. You know, we are actually scoring goals. Other than against England and Poland, who are just ridiculously good compared to us, we are competitive. I mean, this Latvia game, I think that I would have already covered that actually in the last episode. But we weren't too bad. We did score. That's a positive. Montenegro, this was a really, really, really good performance by us. To go away to Montenegro and get 2 goals in a competitive game was really good. And 5-2 really does flatter them. It was at 3-2. I would say 3-2 would be a more respectable result, more fair result, because you know they didn't deserve to be 5-0. 5-2, sorry. But on the other hand, England deserved more than that. They were so much better than us. We did nothing. I just literally parked the bus and tried to keep it below 10. I was, you know, really expecting the worst. And we did well to keep them to 4. That was a positive in that result. Moldova, again, a team who I thought we might be able to be competitive against. And 5-1, we got a goal. Went to their place, got a goal, which is not, you know, horrific, you know, by our standards. So it's not too bad. Again, 5-1, I think is a little bit flattering to them. 3-1 maybe would have been a little bit better. Poland, again, were just too good. Far, far too good. Again, I just did the same as I did against England, just parked the bus, and to keep them to 4 was really respectable. This game was our best performance by a mile, and it was against Malta, which is to be expected. You know, our best performance would have come against them because they are, like ourselves, quite lowly ranked, quite low for a European team. I mean, so 3-2. We at home we lost. We took an early lead, 1-0 up. Then they equalised. Then quickly scored a second goal, so it's 2-1. And then I got it back to 2-2, and then they scored a late winner. So, you know, really, really good performance that was by us. So it just proves to be competitive. We've been competitive in all those games. We've caused them problems. Even against England, when we parked the bus, we did have a couple shots. That's competitive for us. You know, if you, from the way that I've seen San Marino play against England in real life, that is competitive. To be able to be competitive in the first season when there's no new gens, regens, whatever you want to call them, coming through yet, you know, of any quality, to be competitive on the international stage with players like, let's give you a good example. You know, this is, you know, this is, you know, things like This is having to mark Wayne Rooney. A 16-year-old from our academy is having to mark Wayne Rooney. You know, that just shows you the size of the challenge. To be competitive is really good, I think, personally. We are ranked the worst in the world, 209th. I think we've gone down, if that's even possible. With regards to the club team, I need to change that actually. There we go. With regards to club team, this guy, he's been injured for a bit, but you see 5 goals. He's done really well, but he's been injured, as I say. So this guy's said to be our striker, and his goal record isn't as impressive. 11 games, 6 bench appearances, 6 goals, 2 man of the match, 7.05 rating, which is good. Yeah, it is good. You see all those greens. Look at all those greens going up. He's improving. But you know, we've needed him to be a superstar, and he's just not carried the strike force like he needed to, like this guy was. So we've been relying heavily on Villanova. Okay, 2 goals maybe doesn't suggest that, but it's the problems he causes. You know, running up the defence, nipping inside, that sort of thing. And basically the wingers, all the wingers have been our best players, to be honest. Dumbia, he's been pretty good. 5 goals, which suggests he's been pretty well. Has he got his eyes closed? Is he? Did nobody tell him the photo was going to be taken? Okay. And then midfield, this guy's our best player. 3.6. You know, £3,600 a week suggests he's going to have to be. He's our top earner, and he's been our best midfielder. 11 assists, which is really awesome. Defence-wise, this guy's been a beast. From Inter Milan, actually. He's done really nicely, as has Benassi. They've done really well. Goalkeeper, again, somebody I signed, has done really well as well. Anything else really to note? Didn't he have a good... No, I thought he had a good game. He didn't. With regards to other things at the club, we can't actually... I can't remember if I mentioned in the previous video. What I've done is arrange friendlies every Thursday for my reserve teams, because there is no reserve league in Italy. And so if you've got an injured player and you want to get back to fitness, then you select them to play for the reserve team. So I just do it every Thursday. They play a game, which has really been beneficial because it keeps them playing, keeps match fitness up, which has really helped us. With regards to youngsters, how they've been developing, you see lots of green in their individual training and stuff like that. So some young San Marino's players have been improving, which is always nice to see. Maybe when our position in the league is a bit more certain, I might start to give this guy a few more. He's only played once off the bench. Maybe give him a bit more game time. Try and develop him a little bit. Maybe once the situation is right. But at the moment, I can't risk it. We need to. Promotion is the be all and end all for us this season. And I did say this season is either going to go really well or really badly. And it's so far, touch wood, it's gone really well. So it could. Hopefully we can maintain it for the second half of this season. Hopefully. That's the plan. Anyway. I don't know how this is going to go. As I say, the league table means nothing. A top team can lose to the team who's bottom. It's that, that sort of division. Actually, maybe that's not true because Lecce are top. Okay, the second team can lose to anybody who's bottom. That'd be us. It's that sort of. It really is wide open, and it's just shown by how close things are. And we're probably going to concede here. There we go. 1-0 down. 1-0 down. I'm going to slurp my tea because my voice is going. But international, as I'm going back to the international team, we've been really unlucky with some of the decisions as well, and really. I don't know. It's probably due to our attributes being really poor, which is why we do stupid things. But I mean, we're talking some of the goals. When I say unlucky, we've been unlucky, yes, but we've made our own unluckiness, if that makes sense. Because at one point we had a defender pass the ball straight to, I think it was Lewandowski for Poland. He passed the ball just directly to him for no reason at all. He just passed it. He had loads of options open to him. Maybe it's probably due to his attributes saying, I don't know what attribute that might be, vision or something like that, or composure. Maybe he panicked. I don't know. So it's fair enough, but it just proves we screwed ourselves over, which we didn't need. He just passed the ball straight to him. We've had, the goalkeeper, like when the goalkeeper makes a save, he just parries it away straight into the striker's path instead of getting it away from the goal, sort of thing. So we make our own bad luck because of how poor the players are, really. So that has to be addressed somehow. I don't know how I'm going to address that, but somehow we have to do something to try and fix it. I mean, on one hand, I'm thinking we're going to lose, so why don't we attack and go for it? And we have done in the games against like Malta and teams like that. And I got Macau, I think it's Macau, I think you say it, coming up soon. Actually, straight after this game, I got to play that friendly. Basically, I've just gone whoever's worst in the world and try and get games against them, try and get morale in the team up, try and get some wins on my CV with San Marino. We're probably going to lose this game because when we're losing in the hour, we tend to go on to lose the game. I think in attacking those games and then park the bus against England, for example, which was relatively successful. To lose by 4 was successful, I'd say. So yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act. Do I just play ridiculously defensive and just still end up getting beaten 4-0, 5-0, or do I go attacking and just get trimmed up 10-0? But have a couple more shots and maybe get a few more goals. It's a bit of a balancing act, particularly when the players you've got can't adjust to tactics in-game very well. Whenever you ask them to do something different, they always seem to lose their shape a lot more, which is not helpful at all. We're not going to win this. We're going to lose this, which is annoying because after saying how well we've been playing, our form has been consistent, and now we're going to lose. That's typical. Absolutely typical of my live comms. It was typical in the Pentagon Challenge. We'd do really well and then lose the live comm. This won't work. No, you see, he's giving the ball away. I actually drew this one yesterday because it's now 24 hours ago when I recorded it before. We drew it 0-0 in a terrible game. So at least we've seen a goal today. It was awful. There was no shot. There was hardly any shots for either team. No highlights. The episode was really quick. I had to make the episode longer by babbling on about how the young players have been developing or something. I can't remember what I was talking about because the game was literally no highlights because it was such a bad game. But at least we've seen a goal today. Okay, we went the wrong way, but we lost. Whatever. We're still third in the table. So hopefully I'll come back at the end of the season with good news, or I might come back for the playoff final. Is there going to be a playoff final? I'm going to assume there's a playoff final. I can't remember how it worked last year. I'll assume there's a playoff final, so if we get to the final I'll come back for that, I guess, and hopefully bring you a more successful episode than this one's turned out to be. How have they overtaken us if they haven't played? Some of the colour schemes in these divisions are horrible. Oh, they must have had a game postponed or something. Right, so now I've got to play. Who are we going to get beaten by today? Macau, yeah, it is Macau. And it's in 2 days' time. Where are they ranked in the world? I can't remember. 195th. They're the only Asian team who's been willing to play us. We have to beat that. They've got no players. They have no player. We have to be able to beat this, surely. They have no real players. If we don't beat them, I'm going to disown the team. I'm disowning San Marino, the national team. If we don't, I will just play 15-year-olds for the next few games if they fail to beat that. Right. So hopefully I'll come back at the end of the season with good news. Leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.